Hi, Michaela Harris here. I want to take just a few minutes today to show you what you could be doing to outrank your competitors online and grow your business by utilizing this beautiful website here to bring in more customers by ranking on that first page of Google. Now, a website should function to bring you in more customers. If a website's not doing that, if it's not on that first page of Google, when someone searches, if it's not bringing you in customers, then it's much like a beautiful car with no gas. It looks good, but it's not going to get you anywhere. So what I want to show you today is some tips and tricks that you can do to help your website rank on that first page of Google and what that's going to mean for growth for your company. So first things first, if I take a look at your website, it looks pretty good. I do have a few recommendations. First one being to make sure you get about 1,500 words of content on this homepage. Now, 1,500 words is important because that's what Google algorithms look for when it crawls a web page. 1,500 to 2,000 words of authoritative content with keywords throughout that content. And then, of course, any of the images on your website need to save as those keywords as well. This just tells Google what your website is about and what you need to rank for. Now, my other recommendation is going to be to make sure that any back pages that you have, like your service pages, which right now I see that you have one, I would separate these out, give them each their own page, or have hardscaping and then landscape design as separate pages, things like that. This is what's going to allow you to rank those pages for separate keywords. And then, of course, any service areas that you have that's other than Woodbridge, I recommend having a separate page for those as well. This will just allow you to rank for different areas without having to rank your entire website. A back page is easier to rank than an entire site. So you want about 500 to 750 words of content on those back pages. Now, the other most important thing is going to be a Google Business Profile. Now, I couldn't find one for your company, so whether you have one or not, same recommendations, but if you don't, go up here to your Google Apps and create one. Now, when you create this profile, you're going to want to make sure you put utilize as many of the 750 words on that company description as you can. Be detailed. Wouldn't hurt to even throw in a couple good keywords there. And then you want to make sure that you're going out and getting more reviews, more citations, and more geotagged images than your competitors. This will allow you to rank past them in the map section, and this is going to help bring you in a lot more customers. And this is free. So these being in the maps and being in the first page of Google Organics are not paid positions. The only paid position is going to be those Google ads. So by being on that first page, you're going to be generating your own leads. Now, when you go get those citations, those are just listings like Yelp or Yellow Pages that list your name, address, and phone number. Now, the reason, well, let's take a look at your website. Your UR and your DR is pretty low. That's because you don't really have a lot of backlinks. Now, this is a trust and power rating influenced by backlinks. Backlinks are just links from other websites back to yours. You want these to be high quality, relevant links, not low quality or spammy links, because that'll hurt you, not help you. And you want to make sure that Google is picking up on a lot of keywords. That's where that content comes into play. It needs to know what your website is about, and it can't do that unless there are keywords on there to tell it. Now, as you can see right here, your website's not really bringing you in any traffic. Now, this is just a ballpark number because this is just a tool. But again, it's really not bringing you in anything. So if I take a look at hardscaping and Woodbridge, I can see the top 3 businesses and maps in this first page of Google Organics. Now, 9 out of 10 people will never make it to the second page, and most won't click more businesses. You want to be as easy as possible for your customers to find, so that they can utilize your services. Now, that's going to come from ranking in the top 3 of those maps and being as close to the top of that first page as you can get. That's where you're going to capitalize on the most amount of traffic. And you want to target those keywords, which are these search terms, that are buyer intent, meaning that they have, when someone searches that word, they have an intention of making a purchase of a product or service. Now, if I take a look at your top competitor, the Hardscape Exchange, this is what their website looks like. It's not bad. It actually looks pretty good. But again, they don't have 1,500 words of content, and a lot of their images aren't saving as keywords. So that just tells me that it is possible to beat them out because even they're not doing everything that they could be. Now, if I take a look at the statistics behind their website, just like I did yours, their UR and their DR is still pretty low. They do have more backlinks, but that just tells me that maybe these backlinks aren't the greatest, or they just need more. A lot of factors can go into this, but basically what I want you to see here is it is possible to beat them out. Now, they have a lot of keywords and are generating a lot of traffic. Now, like I said, ballpark number here, the reason why they're generating so much traffic is because they apparently have blogs and are ranking for a lot of words that are not buyer intent. So even though there's a lot of volume here, a lot of people searching for these words, they're not people that are going to turn into customers. You want those that are going, let's filter for Woodbridge. You want those people that are going to be buyer intent. Now, as you can see here, Woodbridge does not have a lot of keywords. That's because there's not a lot of people searching for hardscaping in Woodbridge. So where I truly believe that the growth from your company is going to come from is if you go 20 to 30 minutes away to Arlington and Alexandria. So if I take a look at Arlington, you can see here that hardscaping in Arlington gets 150 searches a month. Now, that's just one word. And with those hardscaping jobs being quite expensive, that one word bringing you in 150 people possibly finding your website every month, that can mean a lot of revenue for you. Now, Arlington just has 150, but here I can take a look at Alexandria. Hardscaping in Alexandria gets 200 searches a month. Landscaping in Alexandria gets 200 a month. Landscapers, 250. And I can continue to go down this list. There are going to be words like, here you go, paver patios in Alexandria, 100 searches a month. Pretty much what I want you to see here is that there's huge potential for growth for your company, and having a correctly built and optimized website and correctly built and optimized Google business profile with plenty of citations and backlinks is what's going to get you that growth. So, of course, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. I would love to talk with you more about this. And I really would appreciate a couple lines of feedback just so that I know this video is helpful. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.